I want creative culture to be, and this will make more sense to people who listen to podcasts, the impulsive, the full send, but I want ours to be that in the faith world.
Dude, no telling you.
This little out of mine.
See,
Stomping.
bro. I'm about. Is there a baseball game tonight out here in Anaheim or something, or in LA Dodgers?
It wouldn't be Anaheim because of Backyard Revival.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Well, that's tomorrow.
Well, I'm sure they're not going to be there tonight.
All right, so if the Dodgers have a game, y'all might not see me tonight.
Warriors.
Yee.
And I'm gonna wear this Yankee tee.
They're gonna
And I'm gonna
attack
get cussed
you, bro.
out.
They're gonna come for you. This is a setup, bro.
It is. It's a very nice setup.
This feels official.
You know what, man? I feel like this is like Impaulsive style.
I mean, we have a control room
Literally.
over there.
Shout out to Nick.
Shout out to Nick.
Ronnie.
Yeah, shout out. Oh no, Ronnie, man.
You do
Miss
this
you,
again,
Ron.
Ronnie. You're fired.
This
No,
is the
just kidding.
first write up.
It's the first write up, bro.
This is a verbal warning.
He's laughing at you guys
I
right
know he
now.
is. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Creative Culture.
What's good, familia?
What's good with you? We are in LA,
Yes, we are.
kinda. We're in Arcadia.
How far is that from like actually LA?
I don't even know the differences, to be honest. But we're out here in this beautiful Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it looks beautiful.
I mean, this room is perfect for what we needed.
Everything is yeah.
But other than that, there are bloody pillows.
There was one massively bloody pillow that was found in my room via Nick. My bed is extremely hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Probably some of the best sleep I've had.
Really?
on a hard bed.
And the bed is hard, but it's
Yeah.
really comfy. It just doesn't make sense.
We slept in some memory foam last night.
Yeah, y'all did.
Me and Joey slept really well. We had a good time.
Yes, we did.
1 a.m, we were up till.
That's it?
Yeah, we went to bed pretty quick.
No, I think I was up. I don't know.
I mean, I did. I don't know.
Miles
No, I
Minnick,
did too.
Miles Minnick just liked my story.
Jeez.
I gave him a shout out. Shout out.
God put me on his merch line. It's dope. But
Just gotta put him on.
yeah, I slept well. That bloody pillow though. I hope that was like wine or something like we were talking about.
It has to be
Nick
wine.
runs out. Look at this pillow. What is this?
He's yeah.
He was scared.
Yeah, the roaches.
We were greeted by some unexpected guests.
roaches.
Three.
Crawling around.
3 of them. No, we found 2. That's it.
Yeah.
Just 2.
Killed two.
Killed 2.
I was ready to fill them like when we were sleeping. I was ready to fill something.
Just opening up the sheet.
Nah, because you noticed
what's underneath?
Yeah,
they
I was
never came
scared.
back out. Nothing ever came back out.
Oh, they're scared of us.
No, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, I guarantee there's probably some right there.
I would be worried if they
stove.
weren't scared of us.
I think,
just
Hey,
walking up.
bro, that hey,
some areas are some brave roaches, brave rats.
No.
go
brave
to the
everything.
hood. They don't care, man.
Hey, just there.
They be like, "What's good? Scoot over,
What
son."
we having today?
Hey, what you gonna
What
throw
are
on the
we
floor for
having
your boy?
today?
But yeah,
My
that.
territory.
Other than that, it's very quiet. It is aesthetically nice.
It's
The
aesthetically-
bathroom does not match any of the aesthetics of the house.
No.
It's like
Everything's-
super modern, nice. Everything is white, gray.
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom, brown, just brown.
Like the old pebble wall and
The bathroom was the shower was squeaky,
Super squeaky. I was gonna fall through the floor.
but the water is hot. God, burned
Yeah.
my butt cheeks last night.
Yeah.
yeah. How were you in the shower
was like-
when it got hot?
I was like, come on, come on, man, come
In
on.
the corner.
I was, bro. Judge me.
Judge me. But yeah, it's this is why we booked this one, just because this aesthetically it actually looks better than I thought it was gonna look. But yeah. So we came out here for all this purpose of talking to really cool people, and some of them were confirmed, and then some of them had other plans. We had one cancel last minute, literally like at
he was
11
confirmed,
o'clock at
but
night. Yeah. Last night, he canceled last minute.
It's all good.
Even when I came, before I told you guys, I was like, I'm just excited for the trip. I don't
Yeah.
even care that much about the podcast. I'm
Just
just
to
like,
get out of here.
I needed to get out of town, but How do you guys feel about trips like that? Just to like escape reality for a second.
Go ahead, Joey.
Needed, man.
Yeah.
Needed. Just, sometimes you just feel so tired. And I didn't want this to be a trip where we're like coming over here just consistently working. We get some time of rest.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was telling Aaron last night, you don't want to go on a vacation and you come back needing a vacation from your vacation, super tired.
True.
But yeah, no, these are needed. I love it.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Nothing on the agenda but videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and I know Nemo was even saying like he wanted to go out and
I
stuff.
might go to LA, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I haven't really been out here, and there's some really cool sneaker stores. And
Oh, I will get in trouble if I go out shopping more.
no. I'm not saying go shopping, baby. Listen to me. You got it on my camera, right, sweetheart? I don't want to spend no money. I just want to look. I'm so used to seeing
I'm
these
gonna
places.
have his wallet right here, Ashley.
Listen, I'm so used to seeing these places on YouTube that it's like,
Yeah.
I want to go
You
to
should
round
go.
two. I want to go to round two vintage. Like I've,
Oh yeah,
just,
good for you.
why not?
That's true. And there's a lot of stuff here now.
I might sell a T-shirt. I have a
Do
vintage
it.
tee with me. I might just sell it.
If I go to a store, I'm being intentional about why I'm there.
Really? I like.
I
to
like
look
the window
around.
shop.
You do?
Yeah,
I
I do.
can't. Actually, I want to end up buying stuff.
I like to look at prices too, like the sneakers I have on. I like to see what these people are selling them used or brand new. I like to see the prices,
Yeah.
because LA prices are different than Fresno prices.
So
for
it
sure.
helps for like next time you come by. I got some money, got some cash. I know what I'm spending.
It's so weird though. I don't know if you guys are like this, but every time I have money and I want to go spend it, I can't find anything I want.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That is good.
That's
But
real
when I
good.
don't have money, I find things I want and
And
still
you
buy
be
them
like,
anyway.
Not supposed to be spending it. Struggling.
I'm good. I'm pretty good at not spending money lately. My wife has been real smart with not telling me what we have in our account. I purposely don't have. No,
That's
like-
bad, Nemo.
No. Let me correct it. I know what's in
Smart,
my.
all right.
I know what's in the account,
She knows not
but
to
I
tell you.
purposely don't. Like I deleted the app on my phone, because this is really the time where it's like I don't want to spend. Like I
Yeah.
want to make sure we're good. I want to make sure we have it. Because God has been good to us the last about month and a half, 2 months.
Just the last month he's been good to you.
No, my whole life, but
Yeah.
like financially.
Before that,
you
he
guys
was
know.
not good.
You guys know our financial situations.
Yeah.
You know what we've gone through. So God has been real good to us, especially like He's just a favor has been on us lately. Like Ashley's booked all weekend.
Yeah,
And, like, it's awesome, man.
Merch though, I think that's an interesting, because I'm like, I don't want to just drop something with our logo, because most people don't even care about our logo. It's like I want to drop something that's like speaks to creatives.
Yeah,
I don't even
you
need
gotta
to
put
say
the logo on
creative
there
culture.
somewhere. No,
Our logo is pretty sick, man. I really feel like people will still wear it,
You think
even if
so?
it's right here in the chest area.
Yeah.
Just the red and white logo, where I believe people are just gonna wear that just because it looks sick.
that logo does look sick.
It is cool.
Creative
It's
Culture logo?
The badge, yeah.
I like it.
Just that right there.
You mean you don't like the character one?
I like it.
Bro, we don't even use it no more.
No, I changed it out. I knew Joey didn't like it, so I'm like, why would I use it if you don't like it?
No, man, I like it.
The
whatever
artist,
you guys want,
the artist cried and said that she was really offended by your
tell her
comments.
to deal with it. No.
Hey, does she watch these podcasts?
She
or no?
does. She's an avid fan. She did it out of the kindness of her heart.
I'm so sorry,
Her name's Anna.
Anna. I apologize, Anna.
I don't know who that is. Joey
I'll
says
apologize to
he can
a
put your
random
work to
person.
shame.
Someone's gonna text us that is Anna. Like, why are you apologizing to me?
I know.
I don't even know
Bro,
any
this
I got some drawing lessons, though, Anna.
This mic keeps. Oh,
Anna.
oh, shoot!
What is her name? I'm gonna look it up now.
No, don't get
This mic keeps going up.
No, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be out here. This is like the first of, I think, many to come, especially with the club members, like kind of helping us save and build towards these kind of trips. Like that's the goal.
Shout out
Oh,
to you.
that was my last point. Somebody asked us on our last video, of when we make it, or what if we make it, that video that we did about
Right.
making it, with YouTube and stuff and the podcast. A lot of people were asking, what is making it look like to you?
That's a good
Because we never
question.
really talked about
We
it.
never got
That's-
to talk
that's a
about
good
it.
question.
So I wanted to end it on this, and we can talk about it however long it takes. But for me, like, you guys can kind of collect your thoughts. Making it is, there's freedom. We are full-time creators, right? And I have a whole vision for what I'd like creative culture to be. And we can talk about that later. But for me, what it looks like is freedom from a regular 8 to 5, freedom from that, freedom to be able to create. Obviously, still put in the work and work hard. I'm not saying like, hey, I don't have to work now, but I'm saying like,
Oh no, for sure.
freedom to be like, yeah, I can chill with my daughter whenever I want, or
I can go take her to school and pick
Get
her
your
up.
own hours. You can do.
we make technically our own hours, and we literally just go talk to people and have conversations. And creative culture, there's so many different things that
It's not just.
I have planned and we have visions for. It's not just the podcast, for sure.
I think when we created a podcast, we both said it's not just a podcast.
No.
It's more than just a podcast.
Mm-mm.
It is. It's almost like a creative culture network in a sense.
Yeah, I put it on my notes the other day. I see it as an umbrella.
Yes,
Creative
that's
culture
exactly
umbrella.
what it is. It's just an umbrella. It's a foundation to what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Like we will always come back to this.
And the podcast is something we can do forever. too, bro. Like there's an unlimited amount of content. There's an unlimited amount of people, like second chance. Like when we have them on, like we can get so many people to share their stories and testimonies of what they've been through. But making it for me is freedom. Not being rich. I don't need to be rich.
I'm good.
I'm good with just normal. I just want to be able to have a house with my family, vibe with my friends on a podcast, worship with my friends, do life with my friends. Exactly. That's what freedom looks like to me. Not with somebody telling me, or I have a great job and I have great, people that I work with, but I don't want to feel locked down anymore.
Right.
Like I'm tired of that. I don't feel like I was made for that.
No,
I
feel like you don't really live out your calling because you have to. I feel like sometimes jobs stop us from living our calling because life hits.
Yeah.
And this is, at the end of the day, this is a part of our calling, is a part of who we are. I said it, one of our first few podcasts, God gave my dad a pulpit, God gave me a camera. I feel like that really goes for us a lot because our parents, both of our parents, our dads, either are pastors or were, pastoring a church at one point. So I really feel like, for me, it's the same way. The freedom to do as you please. Like, what happened if something happens, I don't have to request days off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to request. Can I get Thursday, Friday off because I have to do X, Y, and Z?
Like, boys, I'm not gonna be here.
So hey guys, I gotta go do 10 to something. All right, cool.
It's just so different than a normal.
Yeah.
Request your time off, or you don't have the vacation hours,
So
or
having a comfortable amount of time and being financially set in some way.
Yeah.
that's
I
what.
want to say something else too, and I don't know if I should be saying it on camera, but I am. I was thinking this last past week, Creative Culture Conference. Sounds crazy. Bringing in pastors and also content creators, and just let them go off.
And it plays into like the vision for what we want to do. Like I guess we can jump into that too. But I want Joey to share what that looks like for him.
What's making it look like to you?
What's making it look like for you?
To me, man, honestly, we've probably already been hitting the mark, but expanding the audience so that we can touch more lives. Essentially, for people who need to hear conversations that we have, people coming in, and then also seeing like you guys as an example of what it means to take a step into where your call is. A lot of people are scared and their whole life just living regret, living the 9-to-5 job, wishing, man, 20 years ago I should have did this, I should have did that, whether it's entrepreneurship or just jumping into different lifestyle, moving, maybe being in a relationship, whatnot, anything. So it's more of the hearts. Anybody listening to,
If anything, making it is living out our calling, our true calling.
And it's crazy because we are.
Exactly.
Like, we're getting screenshots of people talking about it and telling us what's going on and how it impacted them. And I'm like, and we just started, bro. Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
And a lot of times, man, it's just hard to do things on your own. So for like anybody watching, you're struggling with something, man, you got 3 guys right here. More than welcome to just listen to what your testimony is and see how we can do to help out.
My DMs are always open for people to talk. Ladies, stay out of them. Ben, all you want, we can have conversation, great conversation.
Yeah.
And man, I mean, our conversations in the car yesterday.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't think a lot of people have that right there.
No, they don't.
And it's okay.
Yeah,
because you got 3 guys that are gonna be there for you.
Yeah, we're gonna be dropping some crazy stuff soon. But the vision for creative culture, like you mentioned, conferences and stuff, and I wrote this out the other day. Creative culture, like an umbrella.
I saw that in our notes
for it, and this is what I had. I mean, I had the podcast being one, and this is just on my head right now. And I'll kind of jump into what we want the vision for the podcast in itself to be, or creative culture in itself to be. But the podcast, creative culture, the podcast, the merch, like the craziest creative merch for like a faith-based,
almost like a brand, clothing brand.
And then I always had this name called The Move, and it was from a worship night.
The Move.
And I'm like, what if you had like a quarterly worship night to where people are either, I don't know, maybe they don't have a church or something. Maybe they're just like a small group of people, or maybe they're just listeners to the podcast. Maybe they don't go to church or anything yet, but they listen to the podcast, and we do like a quarterly worship night. And then like maybe you can add a conference or whatever, and maybe that's what that is, but we can talk about that, and that can be something that kind of expands off of that. But the vision for creative culture, the podcast, just in itself, I want creative culture to be, and this will make more sense to people who listen to podcasts, the Impaulsive, the Full Send, all these big podcasts, what is it, David Dobrik's The View or whatever. But I want ours to be that in the faith world.
Yes.
I want it to be that in that level and that extent of what they do, but with a faith filter. So we're talking about all these different things that can apply to life. We're having these faith-based guests that are maybe coming out with a book or whatever, or maybe they're actors or they're singers and musicians. Because I don't see a lot of worship artists do this, but I see artists on those shows go crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so that's what I would. There's
That's
no
good.
one in the space that does that.
Yeah.
There's
Why
not. I don't know one. And correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe drop it in the comments.
Most podcasts that are faith based are really about either the Word of God, which there's nothing wrong with.
Right.
I'd love to listen to those.
Yeah.
But it's not really a faith. Like, I'm a man of faith that has real struggles.
Yeah.
That has real life. Like, I want to take the mask off the worship pastor. Take the mask off the worship leader. Take the mask off the youth pastor.
Yeah.
That the night before is like, I quit. I don't want to do this no more. Like, how can we take the mask off?
Yeah.
How can we take that cape off of you because everyone sees you as a superhero and have a conversation?
Just genuine conversation.
Bring you down to just life.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we hold this. Let's be honest. Society holds anyone that's faith into the faith and lives a life of faith into a certain standard, and then we wonder why, like, they fail at something and they forget that this guy's just human.
Yeah. There's no podcast with that kind of that faith filter. Like, I want to talk about real stuff. Like, I want to talk about like we already do. We talk about things that can apply directly to life and things that we're going through, the things that we've struggled with in relationships as a human, in ministry, in church, all that, and hurts that come from all that. But I don't ever see anyone just authentically speak about it. It's always based around, which it should be, scripture, and they're just diving. It's like a Bible study, which is great, or it's just a word or that kind of thing. But there's no real like struggle or authenticness that I feel like is out there with someone like in our age demographic either.
Not really.
It's always like they're 40. It's either leadership, like you said, or they're doing a Bible study podcast.
Because like Craig Rochelle has a podcast,
leadership,
and it's great. Love watching it. I love watching it, but it's also like it's mainly all Bible talk, leadership skills,
which is great.
Which is great because I've learned some stuff off of it, but it's like, why can't I get just some people just having real, just regular conversations with these people?
Well, it's just categorized different. We got teachings, preachings, and then just
there's no one that does what we want to do.
Yeah,
that
just
I know
deep
of.
Conversations, practical stuff.
Yeah,
how can we get through things?
With notable people like worship leaders, youth pastors, and just bringing those guests on. pastors in themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. And I see what they're kind of, I mean, you want to portray like this example of Jesus. So even them, you know, to a lot of people, you just got to be strong. And there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. It doesn't show weakness. Like for them to be able to open up, be a good thing. A good thing. Kind of listen to what their struggles are. It's like when he was saying, like, people, they put people on a pedestal, man. And that's probably the biggest thing we do right now is we just look at people as if they are superheroes. And so when they fall, man, we're like, man, dude, I would have never known. And here I am. I'm never going to be able to obtain what they did. It's just not worthy.
And then
enough.
their faith gets shaken.
Yeah.
And the next you know, like, you're not in the faith anymore because so-and-so did this or so-and-so did that.
It's crazy.
You know, it's just like, no, like, these are just regular people, man, who have
Newsflash. Everybody's messed up.
Yeah,
everybody.
Everybody. That one
Your
pastor
parents,
that you like watching is going through something. Your parents
don't have it all together.
Nope. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what it is, bro. Like, everything we do, it's just a faith filter over it. Like, people that probably know us know we don't curse. Like, we're not people that will normally curse in a normal conversation. Like, things like that you'll see, like, oh, these guys are different, but we're talking about, like, real stuff. Yeah. Like, we're going to talk about all three of us were addicted to porn and still probably struggle a little bit with fighting that every single day. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about trials in our relationships, trials going through high school and trying to figure out how to fight peer pressure. And all of these different things, like real stuff, and being honest about it.
Be real.
Things that need to be talked about. I mean, we just talked about
like in the car yesterday. We talked about, like, bro, I haven't talked about that with nobody.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, it wasn't until after something had already happened, like, oh, now we're having the talk. You know.
Yeah,
and it felt right because we were able to have that, and then we had someone younger in the car, Nick, who was so, like, dude, listen. You have people who are literally telling you something that they never told us.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
I never had that,
just
bro.
listen and go the other way.
It was always just anything that was hard to talk about. Never talked about.
Yeah.
Makes me so mad. So making it to you is freedom.
Freedom. And that's kind of what, you know, as best as I can articulate what the vision is. Like, if you know anything about podcasts and you follow them, like, that's what I see this becoming, and I think we can do it. I mean, I know we can do it.
I was about to correct them.
I know we can do it.
I knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming. There is no one in the space that does it.
No. It's not, and please don't think that we're being cocky, because we're not.
No.
We're not. It's just we know what God has given us, and we know what, we just know, man. We know what God's about to do, what God is already doing. If y'all were to be in some of our DMs, you would know.
Yeah. I mean, and just knowing, like, the words that have been spoken over your life, my life, and I'm sure I'll hear the same from Joey. People have been telling us this since we were children. This is what we were about to do. Not in the sense that you guys are going to do this and all that, but, like, we're going to shake some things up.
Yeah.
With just being leaders at that young age, just calling us out on that. You guys he's a leader of people. I was like in 5th grade or 4th grade. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why would I?
I'm not a leader.
Yeah.
I better not change my chonies right now.
Yeah, right.
But they saw something already in us before.
Yeah.
Like, man, God formed us in our mother's womb.
Yeah.
He knew us before we were even born. He already instilled that in us, and now it's just time for us to live it.
Yeah. And people see that. People see that even, you know, in young kids. I see it right now. There's some kids and some youth at my church, man, young adults. I'm like, they got it for sure. Everybody's got it ultimately, but some stand out just a little bit more, you know?
What are some guests that you're like almost dream guests that you would want to see? I put it on paper, bro.
Yo, you mentioned.
And it made it happen for some of them.
Well, you mentioned Francis Chan.
Yeah. Francis Chan is one for you?
Wait, I would be scared to talk to that guy.
Pastor Francis.
I wouldn't be
scared.
Pastor Francis, let's go. So, yeah, that was close to happening. I know he got his schedule booked up, but
first of all,
awesome.
Shout out to you for even doing that. Like,
dude,
this guy over here,
I'm just stepping out, bro.
Crazy faith.
1000%.
Literally living crazy faith. Who's some people? Give us like three
dream guests. Dream guests for you.
Guests?
I'll go
All
first.
right,
I'll
Aaron,
go
go
first.
first.
Okay.
So for me, Crazy Faith and somebody who helped me unlock that, Pastor Mike Todd. I gotta get Pastor Mike Todd. We have to. That'd be something so amazing. Pastor Fu, if you're watching, help your boys out.
Come on, Fua.
Yeah.
I'll go play drums with you for a month if you haven't. No, just
Hey,
kidding.
there you go. There's
Bribe
an
him.
open invitation.
Oh,
Pastor Mike Todd.
Yeah.
I think. Pastor, which is I think also attainable, Chad Veach.
I really like Chadovich, man.
Me too.
He's a vibe.
And there's probably so many even content
I
creators
thought
that
you
would
would
want
have
to
said
get.
George Janko.
Oh, George Janko
In your
for
top
sure.
three.
For sure, George Janko. He's in top 5 for sure. Nick's going crazy for George Janko. Bro, George Janko.
Come on.
Come on, Georgie. Yeah, what we doing?
Wow. Dang, you said. Well, you took my Todd.
I got
have to
one.
say that.
for sure.
Francis Chan.
No, not Francis Chan. But yeah. But bro, Israel. We got Israel
Oh,
Houghton.
Can I just...
I didn't even think of
I
worship
was
leaders.
trying to say
So-
I didn't
it.
even think
Yeah.
of worship leaders.
Dang it.
Bro, worship
Ah!
Israel is my favorite
He's my
worship
dad.
artist.
Sorry, Dad. I love you, though. But he's my...
Baby Israel over here.
Israel Houghton.
Israel Houghton, bro.
So you say Israel. Who else?
Oh, worship leaders. So we'll dive into that
That's
too.
all I can think of right now. Worship leaders for sure.
Go.
How was it?
Huh? Pastor Stephen Furtick? Sure.
Yeah, your twin, bro. You can go with your twin.
Not my twin.
Let us know. Does he look like Pastor Stephen Furtick?
If Stephen Furtick was Mexican,
And a little taller.
a little taller,
Mexican.
and less,
How
a
tall
little,
is he?
a little less buff.
I think we just looked it up.
He's like 5'8".
He's your height.
5'8".
So never mind.
I'm
You would
5'10".
know. He's 5'10".
Oh, okay, so 2 inches
He's
taller.
not that much taller. Okay.
Okay, for me,
Mexican Stephen Furtick. Yeah, worship
Stephen
leaders.
Furtick.
Or whoever you got.
no, for me, I would say there's one guy that I really love. Like I've been watching him since a kid with my dad. Ron Carpenter. I feel like that's very obtainable.
Okay.
I know one of his worship leaders.
Yeah.
He's just a very busy man, having 2 campuses, having to fly back and forth from San Jose to South Carolina. So him, 1, 2, John Gray. I love John Gray. John Gray
Yeah.
to this day
Bro, that
will
man's
forever
vocals.
he will forever be one of my favorite
That man's
communicators.
Yeah.
Yes, his vocals is crazy. And number
He
3,
can't sing crazy.
as of right now, I love Chandler Moore, man.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that.
I love Chandler
Chandler Moore,
Moore.
having Chandler Moore.
He's my favorite worship singer right now. If there was a voice that I could have,
Oh, my God.
Chandler Moore.
He's got like a smoky
I want your voice, bro.
tone.
Really?
I want your voice, bro. And your sneaker collection.
You did say
But
that.
I want your voice.
Well, if I had a voice, man, probably Isaiah Templeton.
Hey, can you just put that as a clip?
Zeke? That's Zeke,
I feel
right?
like he's very
No.
obtainable too.
That's not Zeke?
Yeah.
It is
I
Zeke.
feel like we can get him too. We've DM'd tons of times. I feel like
We'll make the
he's
trip
very,
out there. If we make the trip out there
Man's
to like
amazing.
where Elevation's at, like I want to get oh man, I just lost his name in my
Chris
head.
Brown.
Chris Brown for sure,
Woo.
but he's
His pen is crazy.
he's the rhythm singers, Elevation Rhythm. It's the guy and the girl.
Oh,
I forget his name. I see him on Instagram all the time.
David.
David, yeah. Him,
Oh, Tiffany.
Tiffany,
Woo.
all of
Girl.
them. That's what I'm talking about,
Girl
bro. Like we
vocals,
can talk
bro.
to these musicians and like Mav City, like
The whole Mav City,
Bro,
Joe. I love Joe's voice,
we can
man.
go. We can get Joel, but we
Hey, he's
can't
coming
get
out.
to Atlanta.
And he's coming out with an album. I
Yeah,
just teased it a couple of days ago.
Joel, we still want to get you on, man. It's hard to get out to Atlanta right now. To be honest,
Yeah, it's very hard.
but worship leaders, all of those like youth
Give me
pastors.
2 more. Give me 2 more, Joey.
I named like 3 or 4.
Oh,
already.
okay.
Dude. So now
trying to
when you
think.
guys started saying it, I thought TD Jakes.
Oh,
I want to get Joel Osteen.
I would cry,
I
bro.
want to
Joel
talk to him
I
about
would
what do you
cry.
think about all these people? Like I want to be authentic. Like
Yeah.
he's
how do
black.
you handle all these
Well,
people
you know-
trashing you all the
Well,
time?
you know, God is so good.
You know what I'm talking about?
We don't really care
I
because
feel
the
like I
Holy
could
Spirit
give you his
is-
answers already.
Yeah, he's gonna be very filtered with his answers, but I feel like no one's really like had such a
Genuine
soft
conversation
with him that like he has to be filtered. Torn Wells, since you said
Torn
Torn,
Wells.
Torn Wells.
I love Torn Wells. I have a story
People
to
like
tell
that,
guy.
bro. Yeah, all of those.
Torn Wells.
There's somebody else that came into my mind.
Lecrae.
Oh,
I love Lecrae.
Manny Arrango. I don't know if you guys
Manny Arrango.
was that. Annie
Annie
Mineo.
Mineo.
All those
Yeah.
dudes. Yeah, NF. I want NF.
Bro, I want to meet KB, bro.
KB.
NF, yeah.
Yep.
KB.
But like
I'd love to
that,
talk to
none of
KB.
those dudes get a
Triple.
platform like any
Tadashi.
of these other podcasts.
Yeah.
So that's
No,
kind of
they don't have. No.
that's the dream.
Who
Triple
else?
E's been on podcasts.
You know who else? Ruslan. I freaking love
Ruslan?
Ruslan.
Hey,
Because that
oh
boy
my
does not care about
goodness.
talking about stuff. Like,
oh my goodness.
he be in there. I'm like,
Yeah, there's
Why'd you talk about
bro,
that?
there's content creators that I would love to have. Like I
Yeah.
met, I didn't meet him, but I've gotten to talk to a few times. He's got like 1 million on TikTok. His name's Alex Dion Wilson. Amen Church. He did the first like fully online. This is all we do is online church. Now he's like kind of changed that and it's
Kinda has no
progressed
choice, huh,
into a
'cause-
podcast. But
Yeah. You know who else? Jabin Chavez from LA.
I know, yeah.
I mean Las Vegas. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Uh,
I know what you're talking about.
was it? Oh my God, there's so many people.
There's so many pastors.
you
That's
know-
what I'm saying.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr, sports
Carr.
athletes
That's
that have
very
like
obtainable.
That's true.
faith foundation.
Very obtainable.
They're, and
Derek
all
Carr.
of them will like say, "Yeah, I'm only here
Steph
because of
Curry.
Jesus." Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
So many like things that we could do.
I don't know if he's faith based, but this is just a dream of mine. Derek Jeter. I love Derek Jeter. Yankees. Anybody in the Yankees. I want to actually. I'm gonna just say it here. Creative Culture Español.
We need a transcriber. Or
I need.
translator.
I actually want to do. There's a few Spanish pastors that I genuinely love watching. There's one in particular that I love watching because he's all about fashion. Like he has a podcast with his boys,
Yeah.
and like you wouldn't think he's a pastor because they're just sitting here in couches talking about fashion.
Yeah.
But Yasmani from Mar Azul in San Juan, Puerto Rico, I love that guy. I love the way he preaches. I don't get how he's always wearing long sleeves because I'm like, Puerto Rico is so hot. What are you doing wearing long sleeves? It's 102 degrees and it feels like 115.
You got an AC unit in this house.
In
No,
the
but like,
church.
bro, they be outside. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't get it. But he's one of my like, man.
There's so many. Justin
Marcos
Bieber.
Barriento,
Justin Bieber
JB.
JB. I feel like he'll do it.
talking about his testimony.
He might be a little high in here, but
It's fine. Me too. I'm high on the Lord.
We're finna have a good, real
That's
conversation.
such a
with him.
religious response. I'm high on Jesus.
Who else? You know who else?
There's a ton, bro.
Judas Smith.
Judas Smith. That's what I'm saying.
Love
It's
Judas Smith.
endless. Martha Munizi.
Mhm.
Sheesh. OG.
We just might have to go to Texas and just do a whole
Everyone's
Texas
over there.
tour, bro.
Martha Munizi. William McDowell.
William McDowell.
Ty Tribbett.
Yeah.
Tribbett.
Which I went to a Jacob
Pastor
Collier
Ty.
concert just recently. My wife and I, San Fran, and he met up with him recently. Do you guys know Jacob Collier?
I don't.
Boy is a musical genius of our time right now.
Nice.
Probably one of the best musicians in the world.
He's real focused on harmony. Oh yeah, definitely. Pianist, bro. I mean, he could play every instrument, better than I can play any instrument.
There's just so many, bro, from content
Ty Tribbett.
creators, pastors of youth, young adults, whatever, artists, all that. So,
Yeah.
so many things we could do.
I would say even definitely people who don't have a relationship with God too. See where
Yeah.
their soul lies with God, the relationship.
I do.
Yes,
I do want to talk to
Meek Mills,
certain people. Yeah, that have walked away, maybe.
Pennsylvania. Bro.
Oh, even that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. He's a Pennsylvania native. Yes, drop the mic.
Well, thank y'all for watching. This is that was a great episode. I really enjoyed that. Good talking about all that. But appreciate you guys. Give us a like. Drop some comments down below. Hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come on.
You're not
Subscribe to this
subscribed?
shit. We got like 58% that aren't subscribed, but they watch our videos. So that's interesting.
Hey, we
Just-
get to 1,000 tattoos are coming.
Oh
so
yeah,
come
we
on.
said 1,000 subs. We're getting tatted. And how many on? We said 20,000 on TikTok, and we're about there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we're about to hit.
We already
that.
got 20K on TikTok. We might have to get tattoos over out here.
I'm down.
There's one guy I want to go. He's out here in LA.
Thank y'all for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.